welcome back. I thought I'd take this opportunity to give you an update on our big adventure. So we could officially call this vlog number 3. What we're going to do today is we're going to do a couple of things. We're going to give you some updates on our progress as far as getting on the road, and I'm going to give you a walk around on half of our caravan. As most of you know, we're going to have a Tiger adventure vehicle and a Turtleback trailer in our adventure, and we are going to use the Tiger to pull the Turtle. Now the problem here is that we have the trailer, but we don't have the truck yet. There's been some delays in terms of manufacturing the truck, which in turn will delay getting the truck to Provan in South Carolina. So it's not their fault. As a matter of fact, the cool thing is they're actually building the coach portion on the floor, even though the truck's not there. That way, when the truck gets there, there'll be less of a turnaround time. And we sort of anticipate the truck being built towards the end of this month, which is July, in maybe the first week or two of August, which probably puts us another 4 to 5 weeks down the road from that. So depending on if we have any other extra delays, we're looking at September to early October. Now, one of the things that people ask us all the time is, where are you going to go first? Well, we're going to pick the truck up in South Carolina. We're going to fly down, go to Provan, pick up the truck when it's ready, and then drive it around and be in the local area down there for about 5 days before we head north to pick up the trailer in Massachusetts. At that point, we'll probably head toward Missouri, and then depending on the weather, that'll be sort of like the gateway to the west. Where have I heard that lately? We'll use that as a fork in the road, and we'll either go north to the Dakotas if the weather permits, or we'll start to migrate south as the temperatures get colder. Again, we're following the weather, so if it's nice somewhere, that's where we're going to go. So there really isn't anything written in stone as to what our destination is. The long-term picture is we're going to give this a year at a minimum. We've promised ourselves, we've made a contract with ourselves, no matter how tough it gets, we'll work through whatever we need to work through for a year. We'll be doing some house sitting probably along the way, and we've got some exciting news to share about something called a harvest host on the way, so stay tuned for upcoming vlogs on that. All right, so thanks a lot for all your support and all your questions. Keep them coming, and let's take an opportunity now to do a walk around on the Turtle. Okay, so this is the Turtleback trailer. Why would we want to take a trailer along with this coach? If there's everything in the coach we need, why take this? Well, one of the main goals is to get off the grid as much as possible and as far as possible and for as long as possible. So a couple of things. Everything on this trailer is sort of a redundant system from what's on the coach, except for the fact it doesn't have any self-propulsion. So we have water, propane, electricity, a shelter, an area to cook. We even have an external shower, which I just took, which was awesome. So our philosophy was to get off the grid as far as possible and then still be able to have all the amenities we need without being reliant on an RV park or a hookup or anything like that. So the trailer itself will have at least 40 gallons of fresh water on it at all times when we go into the back country. Plenty of storage. We've got big compartments in here. You can put a freezer in here if you'd like. There's a storage compartment here. I have the tube here that you'll see from the back when we get around the back side. And like I was saying before, our external shower. All your electrical batteries and all your electrical systems are in here that drive all the lights, the water pump, the gas-fired hot water heater, and all those things. And every time we're hooked up to the truck, it charges. I also have a set of solar panels on here inside that are portable that I bring out on a day like today and top off the battery. So I'm never without power. Even when I've been up here for a week, I've never had to hook up the truck to it to recharge batteries. I've just taken the solar panels out a couple of times to top them off. Obviously, we have a nice tent up top here called a rooftop tent from 23.0. You'll hear them referred to as RTTs or rooftop tents. It's an awesome, awesome addition to it. It wasn't something that I was expecting to put on, but I'm really glad I have it. I've just spent the last 5 nights in it, and it's comfortable. It has probably a 3-inch high density foam foundation to it, so that when you can put a sleeping pad on top of that, but it's not necessary, especially for kids. They're small and light and they don't, kind of sink to the bottom of it. For me, I just stuffed a sleeping bag under my sleeping pad and it was just like a regular mattress for me. So I'm going to post a few pictures of the inside because I'm not taking the camera up there. It's hot. It's like 90 out today. That's why I'm not wearing my hat. It's just so hot. So the other thing is the takedown, the put up time and takedown time on this is just so incredibly fast. It folds in and out. There isn't a whole lot to do other than to tie. You have 2 stakes on the front for the entrance. You put down the ladder. The ladder is built into it. You never have to take it off. It's part of the whole assembly and disassembly process. Yeah, so an excellent addition and certainly enough room up there for 2 or 3 adults. All right, so let's go around the backside and show you the kitchen. So one of the things that I really like about the Turtleback trailer is how well thought out everything is in terms of what it can do and what it can carry, and how sustainable it is, and how durable it is. I mean, if we're going to go into some rough country, I want to be able to have some confidence in the structural integrity of all the components, and I certainly do. We have some Rotopacks, external auxiliary fuel cans. Our vehicle is going to be a diesel that's going to pull this, so I'm probably going to replace these with diesel cans, or possibly a diesel can and a water can. We're still working that out. But a spare tire that fits an actual tire that's, the real deal replacement for the trailer. And then a swing gate that opens up. It has a 90 degree and a 45 degree detent on it. And a cool thing is a nice heavy duty stainless steel work table. So for cutting up and prepping food. The other door opens up and they have these nice little stays that latch all the doors back so they don't move. And voila, out comes the stainless steel sink and your 2-burner stove. Now the 2-burner stove I've used a little bit. It's going to be perfect for what we need, but we also have an auxiliary butane stove that we're going to be using for doing things like stir fries, etc., or I'm using a larger wok and I need just a little bit more room. But this is definitely going to be fine for boiling water, making soup, making rice, making stews, what have you. Cool features about this: all your water pump and light switches are over here along with your hot water heater. And what I didn't tell you in the front is we have a 1,000-watt inverter. So if you want to run a toaster or a rice cooker or something like that, and you have a remote on and off switch here to turn that on and off. Like I said, lots of storage, long stuff like poles, fishing poles, tent poles, things like that can go in here. I have a storage area here for a folding table, and my chairs can go up here. I know, it's like a lot of storage, right? So it's just like, wow, you're going to have all this storage, and then what are you going to put in the coach? Trust me, we'll fill it somehow, I'm sure. So lots of storage here. I put most of my dry goods in here, like oils, detergent, and then in here my spices, all my crockery, things like that. Have all my silverware, cutting board, kitchens, utensils, things like sponges and etc. So that's the kitchen part of it. That's a quick rundown on the kitchen part. You'll be seeing a lot more of this when we're on the road. And every side of this has a light here. This particular one has a shut-off switch in case you leave it on accidentally and you're on the road. But all the lights, there are lights like that all the way around the coach. It can light the place up like daylight at night. All right, let's take it out to one more side and then we'll call it a day. Okay, so on the last side, more storage space. This is our built-in propane-fired hot water heater. Works really well. It takes about 5 minutes and very little propane, I think, and you got hot water, so if you want to do the dishes or the shower, although on a day like today I tend not to use the hot water as much, so you save on gas that way. Again, more storage, and there's lights in there as well. And I love the finish on these, so we can put other hangers, etc. on the inside of the doors and some of the bulkheads. All right, a Foxwing awning here goes about 270 degrees, wraps around right over the top of the kitchen. And I can adjust the height on it. If I don't like the height, I can raise it or lower it. And same with the outside poles. I can raise it or lower it depending on if it's raining or if I just want the head clearance and I want to sacrifice head clearance for taking the rain off, etc. It's a very nice awning. I'd have it out for you right now and do it live, but I'm going to insert a picture of it when it's all erect so you can see from a bird's eye view what it looks like as well as underneath. Big tent windows too. That's one of the things I love about this. You have windows on every side of the tent, including the roof. You can take the fly off, and there's very expansive windows up there. So star viewing hopefully will be kind of a cool thing. You probably see this laying around. This is my shower. This is my shower floor. Basically I throw it out, stand on it, and take a shower. And no, I don't have to worry about the walls of the shower because there are none. Okay, so that wraps it up for a quick walk around on the Turtle. I hope you had an enjoyable few minutes at my expense. But stay with us. We'll hopefully get a better rhythm in getting videos out a little bit faster, with shorter intervals in between. But we're waiting on the Tiger. So I'm going to bring you the next video will be an update on the order time, the delivery date, etc. So until we see each other again, take care, stay safe, and don't forget to subscribe, share, and like this video. We need all the help we can get. All right, take care. So long. Seriously, I don't mind learning new things. I just don't like to do it in 100-degree weather. God, you got pollen all over you? What the hell? Man, that's hot. That's all for you. We'll see you in the next vlog.